Oh my. We've got a story to tell. That won't take too much of your time here. I know you want to see how dirty this thing is and how we're gonna clean it. But this is from a company called SkyTech Gaming, right? They're an SI system integrator. They're kind of like Origin PC or CyberPower, iBuyPower. They basically build systems, pre-built, and sell them to their customers. Well, this was apparently a return from a customer from a long time ago. So the parts in here are fairly old. They shipped this to me, SkyTech Gaming did, and didn't even want the system back, which is why I accepted the shipment. I don't usually make exceptions for this, but they did not want it back. They said, here, you can do whatever you want. In fact, they even paid for shipping, which was really cool. So I'm gonna leave a link for SkyTech Gaming down in the video description if you wanna check them out. I am grateful that they sent this over. It is god-awful, and I tell you what, I've even got this in the studio today, and I, again, think this is pretty self-explanatory. Oh gosh, just, you know what, just stick around. This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com. Fellas, let's be honest, how often do you mow your lawn? And I ain't talking about the one outside. Ladies love groom tech nerds, and it just got a lot easier with the new Lawnmower 3.0. This puppy will go just about anywhere thanks to a waterproof trimmer with advanced skin-safe technology. And when you're done, top it off with some crop preserver. It's basically deodorant for your ball sack. Get 20% off plus free shipping and 2 free gifts at Manscaped with code Salazar. That's SALAZAR at this link, and you can find it in the video description. All right, now there are a few things I'm gonna take care of before I even take this thing out of the box. First off, I'm putting on some gloves. I don't care what you people say in the comments. I am not touching this thing with my bare hands. Oh, I've seen worse. Pfft, why are you wearing gloves? That's for chumps. Some of you think that I'm joking, but I've actually seen comments like that. And yeah, okay, compared to this system, a lot of those builds weren't really that bad. But especially in today's day and age, I don't take any chances. I have a family. I don't want to get them sick. I don't want to get sick. So there's that. I'm also gonna wear a respirator, and I'm gonna look really stupid with this thing on, but you know what? Same thing I just said about the gloves, I'm also gonna say about this respirator. I ain't breathing any junk in that I don't have to. Who the heck designed this thing? Okay, I'm ready. Oh God. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, this is real bad. And how do you go this long without looking at it and thinking to yourself, even for a split second, dang, that's pretty dusty. I mean, come on. Well, I've got to say, SkyTech Gaming definitely packaged this system nicely. We had a broken front panel. Not a big deal, it's a super old case anyway. I'm gonna keep everything as is. I'm not giving this to anybody, at least not in the immediate, so I don't really need to swap any parts out. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's some grime there. It's like stuff growing in here. What is this? What is that? There's a dust bunny, one of many. Now I'm gonna be honest, this is not as bad as it looked in the photos, but it's still pretty freaking bad. I mean, we've got dust bunnies in a lot of places. There's a pretty big dust bunny up there. This CPU cooler is caked in dust. So is this graphics card. God knows what's in this power supply. Yeah, it's grimy as heck. And I'll probably end up taking my respirator off. I don't think this warrants a respirator, but it's still, yeah, it's still awful. One of the worst that I've had to clean. Now to clean monstrosities like these, I use a number of tools, and they can all be found in this video's description if you want to check any of those out. First up, we've got a duster. An electric duster, which is nice. We've got 99.9% medical grade isopropyl alcohol, though anything around 90% or above will do. I have some precision Q-tips here. I have shop towels for cleaning larger surfaces. I have a knockoff iFixit toolkit, for lack of a better phrase. This pretty much has everything you need: pry tools, different screw heads, torque spits, things like that even, to get into some of the graphics cards that can be a bit tricky. And then also some nitrile gloves. Now, I've been calling these latex gloves for the longest time. They feel like latex gloves, that's why I've been calling them that, but these are not gonna be as prone to causing allergic reactions. Latex tends to cause people to have reactions to them apparently. So nitrile gloves, yeah, they're safer all around, and I use these because I don't like touching things with my bare hands. All right, folks, I'm gonna take a different approach to cleaning this system than you've probably seen in earlier episodes. I'm gonna use that vacuum for quite a bit of the early dust removal here before I take parts out, because I don't want dust floating throughout this room. I hate deep cleaning this office after every one of these episodes, but it has to be done because dust floats everywhere. So with that, here we go.
and it is day 2. Everything has been cleaned, everything has been torn down as far as it will go, more or less, and everything has been allowed to dry. And we're gonna start by reassembling the case first. There's a lot of moving parts, as you can see, and once we get the case done, we'll start reassembling the rest of the platform, putting it all back in here. Remember, there's not gonna be an upgrade involved here because this isn't going back to a viewer. This isn't a viewer's system, so it doesn't really make sense to throw anything new in there. So you'll get to see what everything looks like after it's been restored and moved back into here. Here we go. Well, sheepost, and I did confirm this with my portable monitor, didn't show you that on camera. You don't want to just trust the lights, the fans turning, you know, you could still have a serious hardware problem, you know, with your fans and lights all on. So you want to make sure that those are all good to go. Funny enough, this motherboard has a USB Type-C port, which is interesting. It only has an FX, I think it was a 4100 or 4300 in it, so it's definitely old school with bulldozer, pile driver. I think it's only a 4-core chip, and technically that 4-core chip is like it's a 2-core, yeah, they share FPUs, they share some cache. Anyway, there's a big old debacle about that. I have a video talking about bulldozer and pile driver architecture if you're interested. But anyway, for this video, all we wanted to do was really clean it. It's not going back to a viewer because, well, it wasn't sent by a viewer, but I do plan to give this away at some point. Like, I know this is a pretty bare bones old rig. Yeah, the GTX 1050, I mean, that's a good starting point, but the platform's very old. Nonetheless, I'm sure this would be awesome to somebody, right? Somebody maybe doesn't have a system at all, someone who can't afford a nicer one. I think this would be cool to give away. So stay tuned for that. I'm still not sure if this is gonna be episode 9 or 10, probably episode 9. So I think we're gonna have one more episode in this season of PCDC. And then hopefully we'll have, well, actually we do already have many, many lined up for season 2. Yes, there will be a season 2. There might be a small gap in between seasons, but I don't expect it to be too big of a gap because you guys love this series. The feedback in the comments, the sheer viewership overall has been elevated quite a bit with this series, and I want to keep it going. Obviously, I want to show you guys what you want to see, and I agree. Watching these things being cleaned it's so, like, I mean, cleaning it myself is already therapy enough, right? Seeing the before and after from the work that I've done, but then just getting to watch it back in playback on the timeline or on the channel after it's been exported, there's something satisfying about that. So I'm gonna keep these going so long as I have enough systems in the Orlando, Florida area to clean. If you do live in the Orlando, Florida area or somewhere around Orlando that you'd be willing to drive to, I would like to clean your system. If it's dirty, it has to be dirty. If it's not dirty, there's no point. So don't even bother. But if it's very dirty, there's a lot of dust everywhere, you haven't cleaned it in maybe 2-3 years, perfect for the series. If you don't mind me borrowing it for a few days, I'll clean it for free and give it back to you looking as close to new as I can possibly get it. With that, thank you guys for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed seeing the transformation play out. I love cleaning these, and I love seeing the end results. Be sure to give this one a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you have not already. Join our public Discord server, linked below. Be sure to check out my Spotify playlist of the music that I jam to when I'm cleaning rigs like these. And I'll catch you in the next one. My name is Greg. Thanks for cleaning with me.